Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your August monthly reading. This is Stargirl Sagittarius Tarot reading. So let's begin with your reading for your love reading for the month of August 2021. Okay, so start with signifier card, environment, crossing, that you can see all of these cards. Okay, so let me just pull them. Okay, so let's begin. So the first card that we have at the center of the spread for you for the month of August is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or this could be your energy. You're currently in an energy of holding on, not letting go of something. Okay, this is a card of really holding on to your resources, almost a bit of a stingy energy, really. So let's look at the environments and the surroundings. Here's the Justice card in the reverse. Okay, so you could be dealing with a situation in your love life that was quite unfair, and you could be having a hard time letting go of this situation. It was not favorable to you, that situation, that love situation. Perhaps you were dealing with someone who took a lot from you and never gave much in return, and so it was a very unfair situation. But it looks to me as if you're having a hard time letting that go. Perhaps you feel that it was very unjust and you wish that you could restore a sense of fairness to that situation because you feel like you were done wrong. You could be dealing with a Libra. Justice card is the major arcana for Libra, or an earth sign, as I said earlier. So let's look at the obstacle. Ooh, okay. Okay, yes. So in the obstacle position, we have the Two of Cups. This is a card about equal give and take, reciprocation in a relationship, a loving, mutual, affectionate connection with your loved one. And when it's in the challenge position, really what I see here is that the situation, this relationship that you were in, was it was almost non-reciprocal. It may have felt to you like almost unrequited love. It was unfair, and the person that you were dealing with was not reciprocating. They were not putting in as much as you were, and so you feel like that situation was just very unfair and imbalanced, and you feel like you were done wrong in that situation, and you're having a hard time letting go of this. So let's look at what could help you in the situation that you have at your disposal to help you right now, Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Chariot card here in the reverse. So you definitely feel like the situation was defeating. You put in a lot and you didn't get much out of it. And with the Chariot card here, you could be dealing with a Cancer, but it doesn't have to be a Cancer, but this is Cancer's energy. It's also an energy of moving forward quickly, being confident enough to go for it and just charging ahead. And seeing it here in the reverse is telling me that that's not an approach you would like to take in the situation. Instead, because this is a position of what's going to aid you in the situation, so it looks to me as if what could really help you in the situation is to don't proceed with this situation. Don't move too quickly, and perhaps it might be time to assess whether the situation is even worth going back to, because the Chariot card in the reverse is really almost telling you not to move forward right now. It's almost telling you to take a pause, to not proceed with this relationship. So if it was a love connection that you're having a really hard time letting go of, and perhaps you would like some sort of justice or fairness or an apology of some sort, let the person come to you. Let them come to you. Don't go to them or confront them. Just give the situation some time. Because the thing about the tables is that they always do turn. I know it's hard to do that, because when you feel like someone slighted you or did you wrong, you just want to call them out and tell them like it is and go and get that closure or whatever it is that you want. But here, with this Chariot card in reverse, I'm seeing that you're being advised to not do that. Just focus on yourself. If this person wants to come back and apologize and start reciprocating and restore balance to the situation, let them do that on their own. Don't go and try to convince them or try to encourage them to do it, because you've done enough. To me, it looks as if there was no equal give and take here. So, of course, the roles could be reversed, but you know what I'm trying to say here, Sagittarius. The person who's been giving a lot in this relationship is not the person who's going to bring this relationship back to restore balance here. It's the person who hasn't been reciprocating. That person should make the first move, come back. Don't you go and make the first move if you've already been doing a lot in the connection. Because it becomes a lot like watering a dead plant, Why are you always the one that's giving and doing? So the advice here is to just sit pretty and let the person come to you. So let's see what the best potential outcome could be in this situation. Okay, so the best potential outcome is the Seven of Wands. Can you see this card? The Seven of Wands in the upright position is the best potential outcome here. So you could be dealing with, this is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And really what this card is telling me is that it's a card of needing to defend your position, having to fight hard for what you've worked for. So the best potential outcome, this is the energy that comes right after the Six of Wands in the deck, which is after you've succeeded, you've been victorious, and now you have to just maintain and defend your position. So what could really happen in the situation, if you continue with this relationship, is that you would find yourself in a position where you have to have a lot of strength, because you'd have to really just keep defending your position. Perhaps this person that you're with is the type of person that you always have to put a lot of effort to keep them. It's one of those types of situations where you have to really defend your position. Perhaps there's someone who wants this person and you just always have to, hold on to your person and just defend your position and fight to stay in balance, It can be quite tiring, really. But yes, so what I see is that if you can implement this Chariot in the reverse energy, let the person come to you, and they will, because the base potential outcome is the Seven of Wands, the card right after having succeeded. So you'll get what you want, but it's that card after you've gotten what you want. Sometimes we get what we want, and because we had to do so much to get it, after we get it, it can be, it's a lot of work, and the work won't stop after you get it. It's just one of those kinds of connections that are a lot of work, I guess. So let's look at what your recent past card is. Okay, so in the recent past we have the King of Cups. This is really nice energy. King of Cups is an energy of someone who's very in control of their emotion, a divine masculine. And this is not related to genders, of course. So it could be a water sign. Perhaps you got a lot of support from a water sign in the past, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or this could have been your energy. You were in control of your emotions, and you were quite giving of your love. You were generous and genuine with your love and your emotions. You shared openly, and you were giving. You were in this King of Cups energy. You were divine. You were giving a lot to this person because you loved them and you were genuine. You were coming from a very loving place. So that's beautiful, because that wasn't your recent past energy. So let's look at your near future. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords energy tells me that conflict might brew here. So this person I really do see that you are very kind towards them and giving and genuine, and you had strong feelings for this person. Love was here, but the person kind of dropped the ball when they had to return it, you know. Perhaps they're just not giving people, but there is love here. It's just that this person, the way in which they showed their love, it was very subpar. Like it was not on your level. The way they were giving compared to how you were giving, your love, you gave a lot. They were not able to match that energy. They were not reciprocating that, and that's why you feel slighted, because you feel defeated. You gave a lot and you didn't get much in return. And so what I see here is that you still hold on to this. As much as you might not want to admit it, you're not over this. You're not over this person, and it could be you holding on to the pain of, you feel slighted, you feel like you were done wrong because of this non-reciprocation, and you just want you guys to get on the same page. That's really what you want. But instead, it looks like there's still gonna be some a verbal altercation, because I do see coming back together, if that is in the cards. But I think that it won't be like I'm not seeing a strong reconciliation energy here. What I'm seeing is that there's going to be an exchange of words, or a mental conflict, you know, in which you're gonna eventually just decide to, out of tiredness or exhaustion, just wash your hands of the situation altogether. It's depleted you enough. And once you get into this energy, this is a low energy now. There's contempt in the relationship, and there's a lot of you guys just aren't on this seeing eye to eye, I guess. This could be an air sign also, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So let's look at what your attitude is towards the situation, Sagittarius. Yes, there we have it. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're gonna stop giving to this relationship. You're really over it. You're tired. You were giving a lot, and now you are not giving anything anymore. You don't want to. There's an imbalance in the situation. It's unfair. This person is taking and you're giving a lot, and they're not reciprocating that, and that is a problem, and that is this core of why you guys keep having these disagreements. It's because of this imbalance. There is a stingy energy here. The signifier card that we had was, of course, this 4 of Pentacles, which is the stingy energy of holding on to your resources. Perhaps it's the person that you're dealing with. They're not, some people are just takers. They don't give, they just take, because they operate in this scarcity or lack mentality. So they don't give a lot, and it's just becoming imbalanced. At this point, it seems like you're done with the situation. You feel like it's very unfair, and like you're getting the shorter end of the stick. So your view on it is that you see this person as being an unfair person who doesn't give, a taker. That's what they are. And so as a result, I think you're starting to also want to stop giving to the relationship. So let's look at this person and the situation, the overall circumstances and events, and the people and the places. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups energy in the reverse. Okay, so the 5 of Cups, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. With it being in the reverse, it tells me that the situation is no longer much of a loss. This person that you're dealing with, at first they saw the situation as a loss. They were quite regretful. But with this card being in the reverse, I see them stopping with the lamenting and doing something, like coming out of that energy, because you can only mourn for so long. But at some point you have to take action, change the situation, put yourself in a better situation, choose to do better. And it looks to me as if the situation could turn around, because this man, all he has to do is turn around. There's still 2 cups behind him. So there could be a rectification of this situation. This person may decide to become more open with their feelings, because what I see is that in the past you were very open and expressive of your feelings, and this person probably wasn't. But with this card in the reverse, and you stopped giving to the situation, you stopped pursuing this person, and just let them come to you. And there was an altercation, a verbal disagreement, but this person is starting to wake up. They're starting to see that the error in their ways, that perhaps they can give to the situation emotionally. They're becoming a little bit more available emotionally, because they're starting to realize that their focus on the negative, too much focus on the negative, it's affected this whole situation, and that it may very well have been their faults. Their negative mindsets, their stingy mentality, lack mentality, might have caused the destruction of this relationship. And it may not have been because of you. It could have been because of past situations that they had been in, where they gave a lot and it didn't work out for them. So they came into the situation and said, I'm not going to give anymore. I learned my lesson the last time, so I'm just going to be stingy. I'm not going to give too much to the situation. And as a result, that actually worked against them, because they kind of lost you. It made you stop giving to the situation, and it started to feel like a loss to them. And I think this person is really waking up to that now. So let's look at your hopes and fears, Sagittarius. In your hopes and fears, we have the Judgment card in the reverse. So I think that you're very scared of what could happen in the situation, is that you want a judgment call to be made. It's tempting to go and call that person out and tell them that you want, demand an apology or an explanation and everything. And your fear is that you might not get it. You're scared of, justice not being served, or this person not acknowledging how much they hurt you. So that's in your fears right now, Sagittarius. Could be dealing with a Libra. Let's look at the overall outcome for the situation. Okay, so for the overall outcome, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And so the Seven of Pentacles is a card of looking at all of you're going to assess how much you've invested into this relationship. And it looks to me as if you're ultimately going to decide that this investment may not have been worth it. You're looking and you're thinking, wow, I put a lot into this, but was it even worth it? It's a card of assessing, really. So it looks to me as if you might be feeling a little bit down about the situation, almost hopeless. But yes, so you're going to assess the situation and how it would work out. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups in the upright position. I think that this situation will rectify itself, Sagittarius. The Six of Cups is a very innocent energy. So what this tells me is that your person, they're not a malicious person. They were not giving, but it wasn't on purpose. Like, they were not out to hurt you. But sometimes good people can also hurt us. So they didn't put a lot in, but that was because of their own childishness. It's not like they were just kind of immature and they were scared. But I think that the balance is going to be restored in this situation, because the Six of Cups is a card of equal give and take. These kids are giving to each other innocently, and there's no fear of losing anything or stinginess, like how we started the reading with this Four of Pentacles. And also, it's a card of reconciliation. So I definitely see you guys coming back together. And this time around, it looks as if there's going to be a more of a balanced, equal give and take. This person is already thinking about how to go about this. They're already having this wake-up call, And the Six of Cups energy is telling me that reconciliation is going to happen here. And this time around, we're going to have equal give and take. We also have the Queen of Pentacles here. So this looks positive. It looks to me as if you're going to know your worth. So this reconciliation may happen, but this time around the ball is going to be very much in your court because you've had it. It looks like you're fed up with this person, and it looks like they're going to try to offer you something. They're going to come back. My advice to you, Sagittarius, is just let them come to you, and also know your worth. This Queen of Pentacles card is very much a card of knowing your worth. It's a card of having high self-esteem and self-assuredness and good confidence in yourself and your intuition. So if it doesn't feel right, don't take this person back. You gave a lot, so of course they're going to miss you, you know? So just assess the situation. Perhaps there could just be some closure, but they will come back. This is very clear here. And at the end of the reading, we have this Eight of Cups. So this energy is a kind of moving away from what no longer serves you. This may very well mean that this person could come back, but you may not take them back. Instead, you will restore balance by getting the closure that you really want and the acknowledgement and the apology from this person. But ultimately, it looks to me like you may walk away from this. You gave your all, but now you want to give that to someone who actually appreciates and deserves it. So you're really knowing your worth, Sagittarius. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups is a cards of really just, you know your worth now. You can't give it to just anybody because not everybody deserves. You're a good and giving person, and that's lovely, but not everybody deserves that, and I think you've seen that now. But it's great that you'll get your closure and an apology from this person, because at least this was really the wake-up call that this person needed. They were really living a selfish life. So I think you're the one who's going to teach them a great lesson about that in life. Anyway, Sagittarius, that does it for your reading for August, your love reading for August. I hope you have a good month, Sagittarius. Bye, Sagittarius.